I thought the best thing to do would be to stay. Oh, I better back up. I thought the best thing to do would be stay in the tracks. But then I got moving. I was doing better when not staying in the tracks. I'm thinking that because the tracks are already packed down in the spots, that it's making me, the snow in the center is a little higher, so I'm pushing more snow with my undercarriage. So I stepped out of the snow and I was doing, out of the tracks, and I was doing much better. But all of a sudden I saw myself starting to dig, so I decided to get back out. Now you can see how well it's packing. You know, it's just the weight of my vehicle. My Jeep is super heavy for a Jeep. You know, my Jeep weighs 4,500 pounds, I think. My rock crawler suspension, the arms are all solid, so they're not hollow arms like other suspension companies. Rock crawler is built for abuse, and I have abused it. I am totally impressed with my rock crawler suspension. I say they're number one in the industry, bar none. There's no doubt about it whatsoever. I've had this suspension in my Jeep for 7 years, and I've yet to replace one single component. All my rod ends, bushings, everything are the original rod ends and bushings. They came with my suspension that was installed 7 years ago, and I've yet to change a single thing. Now, is there any other suspension on the market where you could say that? I highly doubt it. You know, rock crawler is, it's a little more pricey. Not quite as cheap as some of the other suspensions, but you get what you pay for. You know, especially, you know, yeah, you can get one of the other suspensions, long arm suspension, for like half the cost, right? But when you consider replacing rod ends and bushings and stuff like that, okay, every time you got to do that, it's going to cost you money. Unless you're doing it yourself, but even if you're doing it yourself, that's a lot of time when it comes to replacing rod ends and bushings and stuff like that. I'm not going to mention the other companies' names, but Cindy had one of the other companies' names. We replaced so many rod ends and bushings it wasn't funny. Now when you look at the price difference, was it worth it for her to save the money? Not at all, man. She would have saved money by buying the rock crawler because the components last longer, so you're not constantly replacing them. That's the difference in pricing of a suspension. If you're going to do it right the first time. Rock crawler, no doubt about it. Oh, this is kind of painfully slow, but I don't seem to mind. I don't think Wayne's minding. It's a beautiful night out. I got a camera to talk to. Oh, lordy. I'll just back up every now and then. Yeah, I keep punching it down like this. If we decide to come out, we're expecting another major snowstorm tomorrow. Another 50 centimeters are expected. Another 50 centimeters tomorrow. 5 tomorrow is Sunday. 50 centimeters on Sunday, 5 on Monday, 5 on Tuesday, 20 centimeters on Wednesday, and 5 on Thursday, nothing on Friday, and then I believe 20 next Saturday, 15 to 20 next Saturday. Crazy amounts of snow that we're getting this year. And this is really deep snow. Like, it might not look to you, but you know, it's really deep. We got over 100 centimeters in the last 2 weeks, and it's deep. I don't think anybody could go anywhere unless they're locked front and rear, and either have a good crawl ratio or automatic, and you have to air down to at least 3 or 4 psi. else you're not going to get the flotation. The tires, when you air your tires down, it's just like putting snowshoes on your Jeep, because you get such a footprint out of your tires, and the footprint gives you the flotation to get you on top of the snow, which allows you to keep going. And if you don't have that flotation, you're just cutting through, your suspension's hanging up on the deep snow, and you're not going anywhere. So this is just fantastic. I'm really impressed with my Jeep. It's doing really, really well. I've never come across snow that's too deep for it yet. So we'll see. Another 50 centimeters tomorrow. We'll see how we make out after that. Well, it's starting to chew, so I back up again. I think we're going to try to make it to Purgatory here. I don't know what we're going to do, but we're just going to keep going. I don't think we're in any hurry. Wayne and I both got snowshoes with us, and it's a beautiful night, so we're just going to keep having some fun here. We'll keep cruising. I'm patting a nice trail here for us, so. But I think I should try to get back maybe into the ruts from last time. I don't know what's best. Anyway, man, I talk a lot, eh? Oh well. Anyway, I'll put the camera down for a little bit.